let's get to talking. Sit back and listen to BeefysBoxing.
Welcome to Beefy's Boxing, where we talk about the daily boxing news. I am no mastermind of the sport, just a big fan, hoping to build up a community and learn along the way, and I hope you join. Anyways, let's jump into today's video. Mikaela versus Chantelle Cameron is happening tomorrow. This fight is going to be a great fight, and before they go in there, we're going to look at their stats and their strengths and just see what's their best strategy to win. Mikaela is going into this fight with 22 wins, 5 by KO, suffering 2 losses herself, never being KO'd. And the 2 losses that she did take, they weren't from any, nobodies. They were from top tier opponents, suffering her first loss to Alicia Baumgardner in 2022, and then her second one to Natasha Jonas in 2024. Since then, she has been on a tear, beating Sandy Ryan twice and Mary Spencer here recently. Now her opponent, Chantelle Cameron, 22 wins, 8 coming by KO, suffering 1 loss herself, and she has a notable win on her record. So the 1 loss that she suffered was from the GOAT herself, Katie Taylor. And she ended up beating Katie Taylor. That's like probably her, yeah, no doubt. That is the biggest name on her resume. But it's a big one. So they both have some talent. They've both been in there with some elite fighters. Now let's talk about their strengths. First up, Mikaela. Her big strength, first of all, is her height and reach. Mayer is the taller fighter with the longer reach. She has like 66.5-inch reach. She's also a technical boxer, probably the cleaner and more methodical boxer of the two. And she has a mean jab and straight punches. She can score from the outside without having to exchange. On top of her height and just her physical advantages, she does have a great ring IQ, excellent at controlling distance and dictating where the fight takes place. And when things get tough, she also shows great fitness and toughness. Cameron herself has specifically praised Mayer's toughness and conditioning. Now for Mayer, her winning strategy, the first thing is to keep Cameron at the end of the jab. Jab rules the sport. Second big thing is to not stand in front of her after combinations. Punch, pivot, reset. Don't get comfortable and keep mixing it up. Then she needs to make Cameron chase her rather than allowing Cameron to walk her down. Use the right hand behind the jab, and especially when Cameron steps inside. As long as she doesn't get sucked into prolonged exchanges, she should be fine. No doubt, the biggest weapon in her arsenal is going to be her size and length, and she needs to make her punches land at the end of that reach. Letting Cameron get chest to chest and turn it into a physical fight, that's probably going to be her biggest danger, and she's smart enough to not let that happen. Now her opponent, Chantelle Cameron, biggest strengths? Pressure. This is probably her biggest weapon. Inside fighting, Cameron is excellent when she gets close enough to actually work. And her work rate, she can make opponents fight at an uncomfortable pace. She likes to make things very physical, and she's not afraid to exchange. She's been in there with high-level people and famously beat Katie Taylor, so she has some experience. She's also shown that she's very adaptable. Cameron can box when necessary, but at her best when she's dictating the pace at her own speed. Cameron also has, a specifically interesting advantage here. The fight is scheduled for 2-minute rounds. Cameron has publicly argued that 3-minute rounds would favor her because of her ability to sustain pressure, so the shorter rounds potentially helps Mayer. Her winning strategy is definitely going to just be cutting off the ring instead of chasing her. Get inside Mayer's jab, slip it if she can, and then start attacking the body early. Make Mayer fight in the pocket and throw combinations rather than single shots. If she can do that and stay on Mayer with counters after she's landing on her and don't give her time to reset, she should be able to win the round comfortably, especially if she looks to make Mayer more physically uncomfortable, which is going to be very hard. due to the size advantage that Mare does have. One of the top keys for her is going to be not trying to outbox Mare from long range, because that's where Mare is going to definitely use that range that she has and the size. Cameron should turn this into a fight fought at mid to short range, trying to get it in the phone booth as much as possible. I definitely see this as like a 55-45 split going in Mare's decision, and that's purely because I believe she has a better jab. Besides that, they're pretty 50-50. Let me know below, what do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win this? That's it for the video, guys. Remember, it's all about attitude. There is no progress without struggle, so stay in there. I've been your host, Mr. Beefy, and you all have been fantastic, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Sit back and listen to the beat.